Hello, hello, hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 13 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. So, he's been doing a little bit more of the backgrounds. He likes to tell me he likes to do arts and crafts. And that's, he does them a lot at school, and that makes me happy because they emphasize different types of things, and pretty much every day we have a lot of these. They're the kids' scissors, and they're, let's see if I can get the right angle. They're different scallops and different, I can't think right what the right word is, styles, I guess. And he loves that particular pair because he always calls it the blue thumb scissors. And so you just never know what he's going to want to do next. But it makes me happy because he used to never want to do any of those types of things. So for him to now really be enjoying arts and crafts, that makes me happy. So, you know, we've come a long way with all his things that he wants to do or not do. Today is Saturday, so he went to his grandma's house, and it's amazing how much it's changed that he wants to even do with that. Like, he now that school started, he pretty much is ready. Like, he does the things that he thinks he's supposed to do because they're part of his routine, and I'm not even saying that as correctly as I should be. He wants to do the things he wants to go see his grandma, but he is kind of rushing through the moments. He has a hard time like being in the now. He wants to, like, he's already planning when he wants one of our friends to come pick him up in March. This is August. So he's always propelling himself way forward. He can't process the moments that he's in, like, right now. And it's kind of hard because, well, we're in August, and he wants it on his calendar. And this is the part that's hard, is like, you know, most of us really don't know what we're doing in March. You know, we can kind of know that we're going to have a spring break, possibly. We're going to have Easter in those time frames. We're going to, you know, breakfast, lunch, dinner. But from there, you're kind of like, okay, what are we really doing? And, you know, I mean, there's things that we know, but he wants, like, to plot and plan. So it's trying to teach him how to stay in the moment and enjoy what he's doing. But he's back in school, and so he's very excited about that. But what I started to tell when I got off on the other foot, when he would go to my mom's on Saturdays, especially during the summer, he likes to do the little pool, and uh, all year round. They, depending on the weather, they'll do a little campfire and make like s'mores and different things like that. And so, it's just he was ready to come home because he was ready to go to church tomorrow, because he's ready to get back to school on Monday. And these are all great things, but it's just amazing how much he's changed um, with what he wants to do. And so now he still wants to go for his drive with my mom. They like to go different places. But now it's what he calls the blue church. And the blue church is not blue. There's nothing on it that's blue, but they have stained glass windows. And I think he calls it the blue church because the reflection in the window from the sky makes it look blue a lot of times. And so that's the only reason I think he calls it the blue church. But what I learned about Owen is one day I know he's going to be able to tell me, because the things he's telling me now are from years and years and years and years and years ago, literally, because he doesn't forget a thing. He just didn't know necessarily how to use his words to express it or say it or tell it or something. So he will tell me one day, I know. But he is so excited because he now loves pictures and videos of people. He still has a hard time like completely watching them. He'll kind of close his eyes and put his hands over his eyes or look to the side of them or something. But he now wants pictures and videos of everybody. So he had already told me that when Grandma brought him home, that he wanted a video of them coming to the house and then her leaving. And I had taken one of her leaving last time, and that's when he told me that he wanted one of them coming to the house. So I took those videos, and he was so excited. He couldn't even wait until we got inside. He kept asking me, send the video, send the video, send the video. And it truly, it's just amazing to me that he wants these videos, he wants these like pictures, because anytime I used to show them to him, he would have like huge meltdowns over these things. And it truly blows my mind. It's absolutely amazing, fantastic. Just he's changing so much, like daily. It's great, and he's loving being back in school and just being able to express so many of his feelings and emotions. I hold on to his words because I know how hard, makes me cry every time. I know how hard he worked to get them, And I had several doctors that told me he probably wouldn't talk. And I told Owen, I'm like, you can talk. If that's what you want to do, you can talk. You just move it around in your brain. You are amazing. And I would tell him all the time that he could do anything if he set his mind to it, because he was absolutely amazing. And Yeah, we did dairy and gluten free things, and between that and some supplements and different things, it still took a while, but he was able to talk to me and just, I mean, knowing that my son wants something and he can tell me now, it's such uh, it's such a relief. And I mean, he still struggles with a lot of explaining things, and he partly, I know he likes this, and partly I think he doesn't understand that we need clarification. A lot of times he will say the wrong answer because he thinks it's funny. But I try to explain to him that he doesn't need to give the wrong answers. He needs to give the right answers so that we can learn and we can help and we can do the things, whatever it is. But he thinks it's funny to give the wrong answers. But he knows so much. And not only does he know English, but he has learned countless, and I could not even begin to tell you how many languages he knows versus how many languages he understands versus how many languages he talks or sings or because he can't tell me, Mommy, I know Spanish, but yet he will, say no mas aquí, no mas aquí, no mas, and other, like, he sings in countless languages. And we were with one of our friends, and he sang at least 5 songs in different languages, 5 different songs in 5 different languages, and she was blown away. And I told her, like, as much as I'm around him and I live with him and I know what he's capable of, it's still, to this day, and I don't know that I'll ever, I want to say get used to it, but that's not the right words. Like, I'll never stop being just amazed at my beautiful, amazing son and the things that he knows. It's totally and completely, it's absolutely amazing. So, never ever give up on the hope for tomorrow. Never give up on tomorrow's outcome. Never give up on something you want to do or something you think, oh, that's not going to happen. Because every single day, I see a new miracle. I see it. So don't give up on it. Don't give up. It's gonna come. Sometimes it may be in the smallest of packages. And then it'll get bigger and bigger and bigger. So this was not where I was going with this at all tonight. But here we are. This is where we're at. So, I feel like I need to do one more little, just want to see where I want to put it. So, just never give up. Never, ever give up. Those miracles, they are amazing. I have a little too much paint on there, but now let's see if I can do some tiny. I have problems with, it's hard to probably see on the camera, but I have a tiny shake. I have Hashimoto's, which is thyroid, and I'm trying to talk and hey, I did it, little antennae. I have Hashimoto's, which is thyroid, and between that and several other things, it's, you know, I have multiple multiple conditions, and that, you know, kind of makes me not be able to hold, like, I shake, and so straight lines. And I know there's probably like all kinds of tools and ways and things, but I just kind of do what I do. That one was like crying out for some. So, okay. Just gonna look through and see little touches that I might need to do. Sometimes when they dry, they kind of fade, and I like to just add a little more oomph to them. So hopefully Owen will sleep tonight. Hopefully I'll sleep tonight, and we'll go to church tomorrow, and that will be all good. All right. So we do O for Owen, and then L, and B. There we go. Thank you for watching and being a part of our day. And I pause because I'm like, you know, the yellow's drying. This always happens. When I use yellow, it doesn't like stick out as much. Like it once it starts drying. So I'm gonna go in here and put some that, and then just come back along so it's not completely there when it dries, but there we go. So let me try again to say okay, down it goes. All right. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Toodles.